Hi guys. All right, we are starting week 7. So this is the video for this week, just kind of walking you through what the expectations are. Before I jump to that, I just want to say it was really awesome getting to be able to meet with all of you last week. It's really nice to be able to get some interaction and touch base with you all. Um, and I've really loved your ideas for your projects. Starting to get really excited about that. So thank you to everybody who showed up for your meetings and chatted with me. It was really nice. We're going to have more meetings, as I mentioned in our meeting. We're going to meet again as we get deeper and deeper into this project, but I feel like this was a really good first meeting to kind of touch base. So thanks again, and remember that anytime you feel the need to meet with me one-on-one, if you would like to, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here and happy to touch base with you anytime you feel the need. Okay, so week 7, we have a lot going on. Well, it looks like a lot more than it is. So let me jump to our module so we can get into that. Okay, so week 7 module, again, we have our first page, which gives us a rundown of what you can expect for this week. So first and foremost, and probably really the biggest chunk of work that you have this week is your exam. Okay, so the study guide is posted again for you here, and it was posted in an announcement last week. So you've had access to that for a while, and you definitely want to review that before you get started with the exam. Okay, so you can again view that in the viewfinder on Canvas, or you can download it as a file. I recommend doing that because you can go in and type your notes in there. But again, you've got a rundown of what you can expect on the exam, details about the exam, how much time you have, how many opportunities you have, etc. And then these are the important concepts that you want to make sure you've covered so that you are ready for any questions that show up. I've mentioned this in group meetings. I also mentioned it in the Q&A forum, but a lot of the questions are going to be what we call application questions. So they're going to be scenario-based questions, questions where you have a scenario that's given to you and then you're asked to identify what the appropriate theory or concept or whatever it is they're asking about might be. Okay, so first and foremost, make sure you are studying thoroughly for this exam and completing the exam. You can find the exam under quizzes, or you can just click on the link here in week 7 assignments, and that takes you directly to it. And then again, you've got a rundown of the exam, what you can expect. It's on chapters 1 through 5, etc., etc. One thing I want you to be mindful of here is Canvas downtime and technical difficulties are not an excuse for not completing your exam. Be sure to give yourself plenty of time to start and finish the exam in one sitting. You have a lot of time here. You have 150 minutes per try, and you have 2 tries. And then you also have the exam available all week long. Okay, so you have from today midnight, really, if you were checking, and up until Sunday, March 7th at 11:59 p.m. So if you're not ready to take it tomorrow, give yourself a couple of days, study that study guide, and make sure that when you do start it, you are ready. You can use your textbook, you can use your notes, but please do not work together, and make sure that you are completing the exam on your own. If you have an ebook, you can switch to the web browser for the ebook, but please don't switch to any other web browsers. Just make sure that you are being as ethical as possible when you take this exam. Please do follow those guidelines. Okay, going back to our assignments page, the second thing that you want to have submitted is Lab 4. I'm not going to really go through this because I already did a video on this last week, but Lab 4 is your literature search. So this is, again, a group project. So this is something to be done by everybody. But when you look at what, the task is, it's not too difficult. You're looking up 2 articles, finding 2 articles that you will be using for your project, namely for your literature review. And then you're answering these questions, okay? So that is Lab 4. And then Lab 5, I actually have a separate video posted in Lab 5 for this that I want you to watch. So if you click on the link to take you to Lab 5, you're going to see that there is a tutorial here, all right? So this is your stats lab. This is, again, a group project. You're going to do this as a group, 1 submission per group, but I'm not going to go through the details here as far as the assignment is concerned because all of that is in this tutorial on the assignment page. So go to the assignment page and please watch that tutorial. And then we have, last but not least, the title page and references, okay? So this is, again, submitted 1 per group. And basically what this is just writing your title page and your references page. So this is going to come from Lab 4, okay? So you're going to take all of those articles that you found and you're just giving me a references page. That's basically it. Now you want to use the information from your textbook, from the handout, how to write an APA style paper, those slides that I posted. Use your resources to remind you of how to write this references page. But that's essentially it. You're writing your title page, which, again, look at your textbook, look at the handout on APA format for information on how to do this. And then the second page of the document is just your references. So just give me a references page and then upload this as a PDF. And again, remember, just 1 submission per group and you've got your points. Okay, so it looks like a lot of information, it looks like a lot of work. I want to go back here and kind of just go over this note I have for you here. It is a lot of work in terms of the number of assignments you have. It is a lot of stuff to make sure that you're on top of and you get turned in. But when you look at each of the assignments, they're relatively short assignments. They aren't assignments that should take a huge amount of time, of course, with the exception of the exam. That's going to take you time. So please make sure that you're getting started as early as possible this week. You're talking to each other, communicating with your group members with regards to, delegating work to appropriate members, and getting a game plan set really early for the week because it is a lot of stuff that needs to be done. But if you are managing your time well and you're communicating with each other well, you should not have difficulty getting everything submitted on time. Okay, that's pretty much it. This one's kind of short and sweet, but again, there is that Lab 5 tutorial that's a little bit longer, so please make sure you are watching that. And as always, if you have any questions, I am here. Reach out to me. I'm happy to help any way that you need me to, okay? All right, that's it for this video. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you guys soon.